Here's who stood out on day 8 of training camp. The good, free safety Jason Pinnock. He intercepted Brock Purdy for the second time in training camp. There was also a play a few days ago where he tipped the ball and D. Winters intercepted it. Here's what happened on this play. Jason Pinnock was in center field. He was reading Brock Purdy's eyes. Purdy was trying to push the ball downfield to Russell Gage. He was having a pretty good camp. Pinnock read it all the way, broke on the ball before Gage even turned his head. So give Pinnock credit. He also broke up a pass down the field that was intended from Purdy to Christian McCaffrey. So he's covering everyone out there. He's their best safety on the team who's healthy. When Malik Mustafa comes back, those will be the starters, and Jair Brown will be out of luck, I think. Quarterback Brock Purdy. He was 11 of 15. He had the one interception to Pinnock, but other than that, he was really good. And remember, he doesn't have his starting wide receivers out there. No Jawan Jennings, no Brandon Ayuk. He's targeting George Kittle a lot. Kittle is still a great player. Tried to get McCaffrey more involved today, and McCaffrey wasn't really getting open, at least down the field. So that's something to keep in mind when we look at Brock Purdy's production. Something also to keep in mind is the Niners are starting to call runs for him, not just him scrambling. They're starting to call runs on 3rd and short, and I'm so happy because they need to add this to their offense. Quarterback Mac Jones, he completed 13 of 18 passes with one interception that was tipped at the line of scrimmage. He looks like he's been in this system for years. Before the snap, he's gesturing to people and telling them where to move, where to line up, and after the snap, he almost never hesitates. He gets rid of the ball on time and in rhythm. Processes extremely fast. He's accurate, and he has as much touch as Purdy. After practice, Robert Saleh said that Purdy layers the ball as well as anyone in the league. Well, so does Mac Jones. He even scrambled a few times today. He's not a complete statue like Jimmy Garoppolo. He says he runs like Forrest Gump. I don't know that I'd go that far. Forrest Gump was really fast. Defensive tackle Alfred Collins. I was a little hard on him yesterday for good reason. He's really struggling, but he missed all of OTAs, all of minicamp. He's behind the 8 ball, as Robert Saleh said today, and he has a long way to go as a pass rusher. He might be a great run defender. We'll see in a few days. As a pass rusher, he is improving. Last week, yesterday, he would just, get out of his stance really slowly, pop up, lose all leverage, do a bull rush, get nowhere, and give up. You got to play through the whistle. You're 6'5" with long arms and violent hands. So today, when he would get in that stalemate, because, he's not using leverage the way he will or should, he at least used his long arms to lock the guy out and throw him left or right. And Chris Kasarik was happy with that. What you can't do is give up mid-play and have Kasarik yelling at you to keep going. This is the NFL. So stock up for Alfred Collins. Always stock up for CJ West. He's always in this section. I tell myself I'm not going to talk about him every day, but I just can't help it because he's easily my favorite player on the team, or one of them. Now he's starting to draw double teams in 11-on-11s, which is, of course, only natural. Otherwise, he's going to ruin your play. It's funny, though, they're playing him with the third stringers, which is like some rite of passage that they're going to do with rookies because he's a rookie. But week 2 at the latest, he'll be starting. After practice, Robert Saleh even acknowledged that West is going to have a long career in the NFL. Yeah, he's already better than the guy the Niners compared him to when he was coming out of college. DJ Jones, better player, better pass rusher for sure. Nickelback Upton Stout, he's still losing in the one-on-ones. I've watched him 2 days in a row. He's getting worked by Russell Gage. He was closer today, but still hasn't broken up a pass in the one-on-ones. But that's going to be the weakest part of his game. He's a good athlete, but man-to-man coverage is going to be where he can improve. Where he's going to show out early is physicality, tackling, run defense. He's going to be one of the most violent hitters on the defense. It's going to be him and Nick Martin are going to be super violent hitters. And you're not going to think about Upton Stout, but he is going to throw his body around in ways we haven't seen 5'8" nickelbacks. That's why he's getting this job, not because of his coverage. The coverage is good enough, but the physicality is going to be off the charts. And the only question I have with Upton Stout is how long can he last playing like this? Because he is going to be freaking violent, and I love it. Strong safety Marquis Siegel. He's kind of similar to Upton Stout. Violent guy, hits hard, very explosive. Broke up a pass today and caused Demarcus Robinson to drop a ball over the middle because he heard the footsteps of one Marquis Siegel. He's intriguing. He might end up being a starter one day next to Malik Mustafa or Jason Pinnock. Wide receiver Junior Bergen. I haven't talked about him this offseason. He hasn't really done much. He's the return guy. And I'm questioning, is he going to make the team just as a return guy? I'm thinking the answer is yes, because today he got reps with the starters. Isaiah Nayor hasn't gotten reps with the starters in a long time. And Isaiah Nayor is a one-trick pony. He doesn't do special teams particularly well. He's not a returner. He runs down the field. He tries to catch deep passes and often drops them. This guy, Bergen, can be a gadget guy. And the Niners need a gadget guy in their offense. It used to be Debo. It could be Jacob Cowing, but he's hurt all the time. Someone who can run the reverses and the jet sweeps. And it seems like that's what he's going to be on the field, at least to threaten early on. The not so good, Jordan Watkins. He missed practice with an undisclosed injury. We'll find out what it is the next time Kyle Shanahan talks. It's really disappointing because he'd been the durable receiver all offseason. He hasn't missed a practice. He's been working with the starters. The wide receiver position is decimated, and he's been the one stepping up. But now, who knows? It could be nothing. It could be a hamstring. Who knows? We'll find out. But, yeah, they can't afford to keep losing these wide receivers. Strong safety Jair Brown also missed practice, which is rough. Yesterday, he spoke to the media and talked all about how he was like working through nerve problems last year. I wonder if those have gone away or if they've popped back up. Defensive end Michael Williams. He made some nice plays in 11-on-11s. He had a play where it looked like it should have been a sack. He's a good player. The reason he's in the not so good section is because I believe he's hurt. He missed a day of practice. It's an ankle injury. He's had ankle injuries all last year. But the book on Michael Williams is he'll play through his ankle injuries. He practiced. He never missed a practice last year when he had that high ankle sprain. Right? That's why the Niners like him, because he'll practice when he's hurt. And I think he's practicing while hurt right now. And God love him for it. I mean, I respect him for it. But what's not so good is the fact that he's not 100% healthy. And we haven't seen him 100% healthy. I don't know if he's been 100% healthy in the last 365 days. So still waiting. Running back Christian McCaffrey. We don't talk about him very much. I mean, he's been out there most days. And in the past, 2023, when he practiced, he was the story every day. Wow, he runs at a different pace. He practices at a different pace. He's more intense. He's so explosive. No one can stop him. This year, it's like he's one of the guys. And today, they kept trying to throw him the ball down the field, deep down the field. They couldn't get it to him. He just didn't have separation down the field like Juszczyk had or Kittle had. And I don't know, it's just one practice, but I've been waiting to say something nice about McCaffrey and be like, yeah, he really popped. He's clearly the best player on the team once again, but I don't see that yet. Right tackle Colton McKivitz. Here's how every play starts in 11-on-11s. Colton McKivitz gives up a sack to Nick Bosa, who taps, if it's a pass play. Colton McKivitz gives up a sack to Nick Bosa, who taps Brock Purdy on the shoulder and runs by him. Because you can't, sack the quarterback in practice. Every play starts that way. Everyone. So I guess it's good for Brock Purdy to practice, stepping up in the pocket. But my goodness, man, Colton McKivitz, I can't believe he's entering his third year as a starter for this team at tackle. Defensive end Nick Bosa. Yeah, he's in the not so good section too, even though he had like 11 sacks in 11-on-11 drills, or maybe 12. So why is he in the not so good section? Because Trent Williams and Colton McKivitz are both on the field. And this guy repeatedly going up against McKivitz in 11-on-11s. Why? To help McKivitz get better? Dude, why don't you go up against Trent Williams some of the time and you get better? That's iron sharpening iron. McKivitz is styrofoam. Styrofoam doesn't sharpen iron. Come on, challenge yourself. We know you can beat Colton McKivitz. What do you need? The confidence booster, the ego booster? Go up against Trent Williams, please. He's actually doing you a favor by practicing. He doesn't usually practice. If he's out there, you got to go up against him because who else is going to go up against him? Sam Okwano? Bryce Huff? Guard Connor Colby. He might be the best run blocker on the team for all I know. I don't know. But he's definitely not the best pass protector on the team. In fact, he might be the worst pass blocker on the team. He just can't anchor at all. But again, his run blocking might be great. It's just that pass protect. If he were on the field, the quarterback, $53 million a year, pass protection is kind of important just from a financial standpoint.